Why am I procrastinating again? Why is this happening? Do I lack the discipline to finish things? Perhaps. Am I a lazy person? Maybe. Am I rethinking again? Hell, I'm doing it again. I have to stop diminishing myself. I should go work on something. Like my game, Spaceman Memories. Why did I stop working on it? Man, I'm such a fool. The RPG battle system was already working. Why would I stop working on it? I love that project. Man, it's hard to get back inspired when you lose it. How am I gonna get back on it? I've been working on everything. All kinds of things instead of on the game. It's astonishing how as humans we can find all sorts of reasons to not go back on something that we find overwhelming. Can you imagine? I learned how to use new software and even started working on an app that helps kill procrastination. I made a prototype, a website, and even sent it to VCs for funding. How crazy, right? But that's not the end of it. I've also been doing the usual stuff, like finding new ways to make music I never finished. I've been working on a new podcast. I've been trying every game I can in Xbox Game Pass. I've watched Silicon Valley, The Big Bang Theory, and How to Catch Fire for the 100th time. I even started a new certification program created by Meta to become a front-end web developer. But don't get me wrong, I love doing all of this stuff. But deep down, I know I've been doing all of this because I was afraid of getting back to work on the game. But what about the game? Where did I leave off? Oh yeah, the battle system. Man, I felt good about this. It was a cool and scalable system. But how did I build this? What do I mean by scalable? As last time, I first traced the core sprites. In this case, the player, its HUD, the enemy, its own HUD, and the bottom UI which carries the buttons to trigger the action we want. But how did I manage to get this working? It's all about these cool things called scriptable objects. These are exclusive to Unity and they work really nice. In my game, they work like this. I can create a base script for entities like living creatures such as the player or an enemy, but also for their own movements or attacks. After creating the base script, I can instance this object as you would with any other type of object in the engine editor. In the inspector window, I can populate the necessary fields for each one. These are all designed to work with the battle system so I can drag and drop them as I need to. I can assign the attacks to the living entity I want, and I can even decide from the inspector at which level certain attacks will be unlocked. So yeah, this is how I'm using scriptable objects. Basically, you only code the base entity and go from there to create as many as you want with as many variations as you like. It's very powerful as you do not have to go building things from scratch all over again. But how the hell do we get from the top-down screen to the battle screen? There's this function in the player that triggers randomly when I walk into the tall grass layer. It works like throwing a dice for each time you walk into a grass tile. I'm currently using a very simple formula. If the random result between 0 and 100 is lower than 15, it triggers this cool glitch. After the transition finishes, it takes you to the battle screen. It's all in the same scene. I'm just changing cameras, so it's very light on the allocation of computing resources. So yeah, this is me finally hitting back on procrastination.
If I had $1 for every time that my life took a sour turn, I'd be rich and rolling baller and hollering at your girl. I'd be making little money and spending it like I'm rich. I'd be making bad decisions and thinking that I'm the